Hello plant community, thanks for tuning into this channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Pam, and for those of you that keep joining me on a weekly basis, following me along my planting journey, thank you so much for coming back. And welcome to all of you guys to the 2023 Viewer Choice Awards, where we're continuing to vote. I'm giving you guys the opportunity to find out that beautiful plant that you feel deserves the #1 ranking out of my selection. So the last round that we had, you guys, was the ones that hang down, and you guys did a wonderful job with participating. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm going to announce the winner of that category at the end of this video, so stay tuned. So round 3 category will be what I would call the underdog plant. Not underdog because they're not worthy of recognition or anything like that, but I'm labeling it as underdog because these are plants that I feel that are a part of my collection that brings me just as much joy as all those quote-unquote sought-after plants. And I feel that maybe the spotlight is not being shined enough, or we're not talking about them enough, or even bringing it to the forefront. So I just want to pay homage to some of the plants that's pulling at my heartstrings, but I feel need recognition just as much. So let's just jump right into it. You guys, I have a total of 5 plants. So I'm narrowing it down, making it smaller, so hopefully a lot of you guys made a mention of how tough of a choice it is, and just imagine me when I'm actually looking at over 200 plants trying to pick these plants out is equally as challenging to me. So let's just jump right into it. The first plant, you guys, I'm actually going to show you that I don't think it's talked about them a lot, but this is very beautiful, and this is the variegated devil's backbone, and it's the Petalanthus malleoides, and I think I butchered the heck out of that name, so I just stick with the variegated devil's backbone. It's very beautiful, you guys, as you can see here. I love it because of the structure of the leaves itself. Not to mention the color. It's playing well off of the stem. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up because it just looks so bright in here for me. But there is a play in the contrast of colors from the darkness of the stem as well as with the variegated leaves. And what I've noticed too is some of the new growth, when the edges tends to come in as like a small pinkish hue, and it's outlined in white, you guys. Very full pot. Very easy care. Just have it sitting in my window ledge in my kitchen, and it has just been growing, and I just really love it. It's a very beautiful plant. So let's move on to the next one. This is the devil's backbone, you guys. The next one I also feel like is very beautiful. I don't really see a lot of people talking about it. I guess they would consider it to be a common household plant, but I don't even know if people are even collecting them, but I just love it because of, let me just show you. And this is the Shaded Lady Goldfish plant, you guys. And I love it because of, first of all, look at the structure of it, you guys. I don't know about you, but I get very whimsical vibes from this. And I am drawn to small, dainty leaves as well. And that's what this plant pretty much provides. If you take a closer look, you guys, you can see how, I love how the green, the color green, the shade of it. But the back too, you guys, if you see it on the plant, which I believe is the reason why it's called Shaded Lady, not sure. But they have those beautiful subtle red backs in the plant as well. And like I said, this one is also a very easy care plant. You just can't forget to not water it. This plant has also bloomed once for me, which gave a beautiful, I guess, orange, bright orange color to it, shaped of a goldfish. So I'm really hoping that maybe this next upcoming growing season that it will bloom for me again. But once again, this is a very underrated plant. I think it's extremely beautiful, and I mean, just look at it, you guys. It's just stunning, stunning, stunning. So Shady Lady Goldfish plant. Now this other plant kind of like ties into the theme with this one, but I also picked it because this is really one of my favorite plants. When I first saw the plant, I instantly fell in love with it. And let me just show you what it is now. It's kind of growing wild here. And let me see if I can get you guys the scientific name. If you've been watching my channel, you already know that I've talked about this plant with you guys a few times on my channel. And I told you why I love this plant. But here it is. This is what we call the champagne jam. But I believe the scientific name is the Nemanthus crassifolius. And you guys, for obvious reasons, I really do love this plant. Almost is equally, just almost for the same reasons as the goldfish plant. One, I love the shape of the leaves. And look at the beautiful green in this leaf. And you guys, if you don't have this plant, the leaves feel a little thick, like a succulent, and it's so funny that the stems itself is very thick as well, kind of like giving you the succulent vibe. But once again, you guys, also these beautiful champagne, the jam color backs. I mean, it's just a very beautiful plant. As you can see, it's just kind of like growing wild, and I'm just letting nature do what it want to do with this plant. I don't even have any desire to like cut it back. Now I could cut it back to kind of promote a little bit more bushiness, but some of my plants, you guys, I gotta say, for me to get that jungly feel that I want for me, I kind of like some of the wild look that it's giving. It's really the wild, let loose, untamed, control environment really like promotes that jungle vibe that I'm after, at least. I don't know. Y'all let me know, comment below if this is like your style, or would you cut it back? Now, you know, of course, for the healthiness of the plant, or if I don't know. You know, I got mixed views. And another thing too, you guys, about this plant, now that I thought about it, I looked at it and it reminded me, is the new leaves. When they come in so soft, and you could actually see close up. The camera's not going to show it because it's just way too fine, but like fine hairs. And then as the leaf gets a little older, it starts actually forming and getting harder and start turning into that leathery texture. And you know I love texture in leaves as well as color, and I love different shades of green with the subtle pop of the color, you guys. I mean, I can't say, I can go on and on about this plant, and I'm not going to bore you guys to death about it, but this is the champagne jam. If this plant is speaking to you, of course, you know, give it a vote. But let's move on to the next one. Now, my next one was hot when it was hot, and now it's not, type of thing. And that is a philodendron. Y'all may already know. I had to spotlight this Birkin. I know a lot of people are not really fans of the Birkin, but I do love this plant. It provides you with a lot of things. One, is very easy care. Two, if you want a little pop of color mixed in with your green, you can't go wrong with it. It's very subtle, as you see it right here. It's almost like someone took a fine pencil and like etched the green out of the leaf to create this white that you're seeing. And I mean, it's subtle. Some parts is more vibrant in certain leaves than in others. Like with this leaf right here, you can really see more of that white. I think it is a piece of art personally. Like I said, it's very, it handles different areas of light in my personal opinion. And if you wanted something that gives you a little bit of color but not overwhelming in color, if you're a person that don't really care too much for those colorful plants, I recommend or say, hey, the Birkin is the way to go. I know a lot of people may think, oh, this plant is boring, but sometimes when you have a large collection, you appreciate those plants where it says less says more. And to me, I think this plant just says more, and I just want to bring it to you guys. So yeah, the philodendron Birkin. Now my last plant, you guys, I've also talked about, has also been mentioned on this channel as well. I shined a spotlight on it. and I believe I did a care tip video for this, and I'm going to just keep talking about this plant until I'm literally blue in the face, you guys, for obvious reasons. And let me just show you guys. And that is my Mandarin orange spider plant. You guys, I mean, first of all, if you love spider plants and you love color, man, is this a beauty or not, or what? Like, okay, for those of you that like those Ring of Fires, which you know I do, and I have one as part of my collection, and you love that look of a plant that looks like it's actually on fire, guys, this is also one of those plants that give you that vibe like, hey, this bush could be on fire, which I believe the nickname for this plant could be Fire Flash, I believe. If memory serves me correct, I believe it does. Now this plant right here, it taught me really the dynamics of water and light. This plant loves bright and direct light, but it also does not like to dry out 100%. So I at least give it a drink when it's at least between 50 to 75% of the soil is dry. And I really haven't had any issues, except for this right here. And I'm going to share with you guys right here real quick. You see this one leaf is crisp. I don't even know if you can see it. I'll just break it off. But I have, you can hear it, right? I had a crispy leaf, and that's because, you know, if you let it dry out too long, it will crisp up and dry out on you. But I'm pretty good with maintaining the watering on this plant, so when that does happen, it doesn't happen too often for me. And as you can see, it's still a beautiful plant, still full, and I love the shape of the leaves, and of course that color of the leaf is like dark in the center with light shades of green, and like I said, the petioles is so beautiful. It's orange. I just think of a spring day. It actually just reminds me of sherbet, which I do love, by the way, but it reminds me of sherbet, and I don't know, you guys, are you mesmerized? Are you really mesmerized like I am? Is it exciting to you? Are you panting like I am? Are you crazy, Pam? Maybe I am. I'm a crazy plant person and I'm proud. Let's just say that. But this is the last plant. This is the Mandarin orange spider plant, you guys. So now I've showcased all 5 of the plants. So real quick, I'm going to go over the names. We have the Variegated Devil's Backbone, followed up by the Shady Lady Goldfish plant. We then have the Champagne Jam, the Nemanthanthus crassifolia, and we have the Philodendron Birkins, with the last but not least the Mandarin spider plant. So you guys, you have the opportunity. Voting starts now, you guys, all the way up until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this coming Tuesday. You have between now and up until that time where your vote will actually count. And once again, you guys, I am so blessed and grateful to have you guys follow me along and participating. I hope you guys really are enjoying this, because I'm really enjoying communicating with you guys, as well as getting your thoughts on how you feel about some of the plants in my collection. I'm really getting a kick out of it. So let's go back in time, you guys. You guys had an opportunity to vote on the plant that I showcased for the hanging plants, which one you guys felt took the #1 rank. But before I announce the #1, I do want to showcase and show you guys the runner-up, because it was like close and close, like literally almost back to back with the votes in regards to this plant. And it is, the runner-up, you guys, is this beautiful Scindapsus exotica. And you guys, for obvious reasons, look at this. It is a beautiful plant, and I totally understand why a lot of you voted for this plant. The color, the leaf shape is just stunningly beautiful and just gorgeous. So I really was not surprised that a lot of you actually voted for this. So yeah, this is the runner-up. Now the winner, you guys, of 2023 Viewer Choice Award for the category that is of the hanging plants is the Monstera Peru, you guys. This was the winner. And I'm not too surprised that this was a winner as well, because the texture, first of all, the leaf shape, the size for this plant is insane. The color, I love that color. I love different shades. And not to mention, what always wins me over with this plant is the beautiful texture, you guys. So, you know, when I saw that the votes was coming up and surpassing the Scindapsus, I really was not surprised. But, you know, y'all are still surprising me, because I don't know what I thought, which plant y'all would have picked. I don't know. I don't know. I seen this being a high choice. I just didn't see it being the winner. But you guys, y'all never cease to amaze me, and that's why I love chatting with you and love bringing you along my planting journey. So that pretty much wraps this episode up, you guys. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do, you know what to do. Subscribe, share, comment, push those thumbs ups, you guys, because you have been actually being such a great group of people by pushing those thumbs up and commenting. It's really, I've noticed an increase of my channel getting into different homes, and that's what I really want to do, you know, grow this plant community up for what it is. And I would not be able to do any of it without you guys' help. So I really, really appreciate y'all's support. Now, y'all enjoy y'all day wherever you are in the world, and until next time, guys, much love. Till next time.